scared for each other. But the night was warm, we were bold and young. All around, the wind blows, we would only hold to let go. Focus, fire gun, we need some. Hope everyone's having a great day. I'm Maru Iabichela. I'm going to be your host for today. I'm just warming up here, so everyone please be patient. Let's see here, because I've got a double signal going here, so I'm trying to make sure that, okay, I think I'm good now. A wonderful good afternoon to all of those of you in the United States of America and those of you that are in India, Australia, New Zealand, Switzerland, Germany, the UK, that absolutely were a key part of making this challenge a success. Welcome to Raw is the New Black webinar closeout party. I am still trying to get my technical aspect here down, so forgive me. Crowdcast is a really cool technology because it allows me to see questions real time, and I haven't quite figured out how to do that in Google Hangouts yet. So I am not the most technical person in the world, and it hasn't stopped me. So I'm so thrilled that a lot of you are actually joining me today, and I'm going to be looking at the questions, the comments, because we definitely have juicy stuff to cover today. Yes, some of you are joining from your cell. Billiana, Jada, Charmaine in the UK, Antonina, I think you're in the UK, Patricia, Jen, Diana, she's my neighbor, Bonnie, Carrie from Ireland, Gisela. Yay! Oh my gosh, what an amazing turnout. Just so y'all know, I am recording this, but you're actually getting it about 45 seconds later, so I'm talking to you from the future. Thank you for hanging on. I have a tendency to procrastinate on webinars, and what I mean by that is my hair is completely wet. I took a shower 18 minutes ago. I have 5 people at my house right now. My mom, my son, a friend that's over playing with my son because there's no school today here in the US. It's a national holiday. My fiance and the amazing woman that cleans for us on Mondays. So it's a packed house. It took me a lot longer to get going, so I apologize for being a few minutes late. You're definitely in for a treat. And how many of you here experienced side effects from the challenge? Oh, Ashley is in a cozy coffee shop. Hi, Dee. Awesome. Yeah, if somebody can help out Gisela, maybe send her the YouTube link and post it to Crowdcast. That would be amazing. Yeah, no, it's definitely started already. I'm going to post here. It's definitely started. See if I can get the YouTube link here. Can someone post the YouTube link? Okay, let's, some people are having technical issues seeing me, so I just want to make sure that, that I am actually live. I know that I'm recording because I see the number of people that are on the line right now. Okay, so here I go. I'm just going to post the YouTube link. Okay, there you go. Okay, so I just want to say that a lot of you that participated in the challenge has been quite interesting because I see your Facebooks, your personal Facebooks, and some of you are experiencing incredible energy, efficiency. You're doing things that you hadn't done before. You're more clear than you've been before, and that makes me so happy because the side effects of doing a challenge like the one that we did is to really uncover layers of you that you may have been suppressing or that you may not have been fully taken advantage of. You know, we are powerful beings, and sometimes because of conditioning or because we lose ourselves in the way everybody else does things, we forget that we have a lot more to share, a lot more to say, a lot more power within us, a lot more resilience. And this challenge was designed to every day peel a different layer, every day help you go deeper and really unleash some creative powers. And I would love to know from those of you in the chat that are in Crowdcast, how many of you feel like you feel more powerful, more creative? Some of you even messaged me. One person said, I feel like a badass. And that was awesome, because that's exactly how I felt after exercising a lot of the certainties, a lot of this loosening up, not protecting my image, and just being a lot more authentic, okay? In today's webinar, I really want to share what you can do to avoid falling back or backsliding into ways that you're not really being authentic, that you're censoring yourself, that you're watering down your posts. I also wanted to share, I have some notes here, how, like, you know, what are the warning signs and what to do instead, right? So you can connect more, so you can really come across more authentic. Because my friends, let me tell you, not only was that my story, that the minute I stopped doing what everybody else told me to do, and I was just like, you know what, screw this, I got to try something else, because the other stuff wasn't working. Like, things really starting to work for me. And it's not like I had a smooth sailing year. I wasn't surviving pretty much most of the year, because I was trying to dig myself out of a huge hole that I'm still in so many ways, and I'm still working my way out of it, okay? So I'm going to share a massive divine intervention that happened to me on Wednesday and Thursday of the challenge that I haven't publicly talked about, but it was something crazy that happened, and I cannot not talk about it, and I could not act on what happened. And that divine intervention, one person showed up in my life, told me something super prophetical, super amazing, and I had to act on that. And that is going to be a huge surprise for all of you at the end of today's webinar. Hopefully most of you will hang out till the end so that I can announce the winner. I already know who it is. I have the video to prove to you, and I have a couple more numbers that I'm going to draw from, because I have some Leonie Dawson's daily planners that I'm going to give away, and a 2.5-hour business intensive with moi. So I'm super excited, and I want to thank all of you again for being on. I'm going to check on the comments. I'm definitely more confident doing videos. I realize that I need to be more authentic in who I am and what I believe. She feels, Charity feels fearless. Oh my gosh. Some of those videos, some of the videos that you guys made, I mean, you're total rock stars. I mean, seriously, some of the videos I'll never forget. Every single one of you I won't forget. As I told in one of the posts in the Happy Entrepreneur yesterday, there were 355 women that joined. One person has unsubscribed. That's an amazing retention. 87 women or more started the challenge. Not everyone completed it. And you know what? I have started things and not completed them, right? So for me to have 50% people complete, 50 women complete that, that was incredible. And those of you that are in the webinar today that don't know what went on and you're just curious, just read the comments in Crowdcast. You're going to get an idea of the craziness, the amazing power, and the amazing flow that we unleashed, right? So it's really quite cool. I want to tell you guys that, let's see, I'm looking at some of my notes here. This challenge really wasn't for everyone. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think I would have been able to stick to this challenge or do it 3 months ago. Really, truly, I don't think I would have been able to, because I was, even then, I was probably more hung up on, you know, looking good, sounding good, you know, being super professional, because if we're not professional, then, oh my gosh, somebody may not hire us, right? And it doesn't have anything to do with like professionalism or informal or casual. I really think that when you become your true self, beyond makeup, beyond credentials, beyond saving phase, I really think you become more magnetic. I don't just think, and I know it, because that's the story of my life, and that's the story of so many people. If you look at a James Corden or a Jennifer Lawrence or an Oprah, they're not pretending, right? They're not pretending, and look at what has come to them. I mean, just a massive, massive success, because people remember how they make them feel, right? Oprah says that people remember how you make them feel, not what you said. So that's going to be one of the main points I'm going to talk about today, the difference between telling something or showing something. Big difference, big difference. There's one person that I want to mention in particular. Her name is Ilya Parmar, and she is from India, and she did the challenge with us. Hey, Ishak. Hey, Joanna. So John is telling us that if you have problems seeing us, if you're live, that you can refresh the page. Wow, I really need to go back and look at some of these comments, because they're, woo, Antonina says she's liberated, much more normal to be me. I've been on a journey since a challenge, digging deeper. Wow, like really, there's a lot of goodness for me to look through as soon as the webinar is over, so I can like focus on here. But Ilya Parmar from India, I met her in a forum, in a Facebook forum, probably a year or two ago, and completely separate, not entrepreneurial. And she joined my group, I can't remember when, and she recorded a beautiful message for her day 5, right? Remember, day 5 was about what else do you want to share with us that you haven't shared yet? And she said that since 23, she has been at this institution where she works, and she has been suppressing herself so much to the point where for a period of time she lost her voice. And through the challenge, she realized, like, she lost her voice physically, like she started taking medication for it to recover her voice. She couldn't speak. And she realized that was just a symptom of the fact that she always had better ideas, but she never spoke up. Or if she tried, they would tell her to shut up. And through this challenge, I mean, her transformation from day 2, when we started doing videos, to day 5, look her up, Ilya Parmar. It made me cry, because she talked about how she finally realizes that she has so much to share, and that she feels so much more free, and she had so many aha moments and realizations, and like her, many of you had the same. And I want to thank you for your time and for your courage, because what I witnessed gave me faith on the internet again. What I witnessed really helped me reset, right? The experience that sometimes we have online, because it tends to get jaded, you know, it tends to get old. And I really think we can all agree that what we experience, and I had messages from people that were dropping by and either crashing the party or just talking about how much fun we were having, like, tell me, wow, this is amazing. People were hanging out on the Happy Entrepreneur more than they ever had, because, I mean, before that I had never done anything like this. So fun is the way to go. Fun allows you to unsuppress yourself and really bring out a lot more creativity, the ideas that are more intuitive, that are really, really going to help you make shift happen. Yes, yes, yes. So let's dive right in. Remember to stick around till the end, because I have more prizes to give, announcing the winner. And I want to tell you about the divine intervention and psychic, literally like psychic intervention that I had from Wednesday to Thursday, that is about to change the game for me and for all of you. So first thing I want to talk about is that I said that I was going to share 3 warning signs that you're not being authentic and likely not connecting to your tribe. Okay? Number 1. So if you are just telling people what to do, right? Nobody likes to be told what to do. So if you're just telling, you're just sharing text and content, it's not going to work, because nobody likes to be told what to do. Okay? One way to remedy this is to, instead of just telling, you show them. Okay? So you go from tell me stories to show me stories. Just share more stories, basically. Instead of just sharing lists or content, like very specific stuff, nobody likes to be told what to do. So add more flavor to it. Share more stories. And I mean, I don't have enough time to describe what I interpret as a show me post instead of a tell me post, but you can figure it out. So if you're just telling, do this and wake up happy and, you know, do this in the morning or do this in the evening, nobody likes to be told what to do. Yes, have some of those in the mix. That's the type of post that shows your positioning and your expertise, but you have to show more. So share of your personal story, how you yourself have done that, because people will appreciate and relate and really relate to that. So another warning sign is that you still find yourself double, triple thinking what you're going to post. You know what that is? You're in your head, okay? We need to drop down into the heart. And one of the fastest ways that you can do that, it's something that I'm going to be talking a lot more about, because I'm a huge fan of heart math. When you're in your head, you're trying to use the 3 to 5% of your entire amazing, powerful system to come up with what you're going to say. When in reality, what's making you want to post is probably not your head. it's your soul. Like, it's like you're something that's pulling you forward, and you're trying to filter it and program it and formulate it with your head. It's not enough. There's not enough power behind your brain. You become a true powerful being when you integrate both. And one of the fastest ways to do that is, seriously, just take 3 deep breaths and ask yourself, what do I really want to say? What do I really want to say? Every time I triple check, quadruple check, re-edit my emails, is because I'm not really talking from my heart. So I'm not kidding. I know this may sound cheesy, but I would say absolutely every single one of my posts, with the exception of maybe 10% of the time, that are either something that is not current or something that I'm just repurposing it. All of them are channeled, and all of them are from the heart. And it's things that kind of come to me. I know how quickly ideas leave you. So I make a case to capture it and spit it right back out. Okay. And not triple think and not put it through the filter, because then you start, the fears start kicking in. And honestly, I think every single one of us has experienced when you post something that's near and dear to my heart, and boom, you get amazing response, right? Let me check in here with the group and see how you guys are doing. Wow, we have an amazing audience today. We have 41 people on the line. Yes, staying in your head. And it's so, and honestly, I mean, I was just attending a talk on Friday night with Greg Braden, and New York Times bestselling author. He's a scientist, archaeologist, and fascinating. And he made us do this 30-minute exercise, because he says, when you're in your head, you're in your logic, and it's not your logic that caused you to be here anyway. Like, if you connect your heart to your brain, your intuition gets activated, your clarity gets activated. Sometimes our ego, our fears are trying to go, 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 go. So I'm going to ask you to just, if you put your hand on your heart and you take 2, 3 deep breaths before you start typing, or before you hit send. If you're breathing, you're sending a signal, a strong signal to your body that you're not in harm, that you're not in a hurry, that you can slow down enough to take a moment to breathe. And when that happens, the systems settle. So that's definitely, I've already shared like 2 ways that you can be more authentic and really hone in more of your intuition, your inner self, your creativity. And even just those 2 little breaths kind of grounded me. That's awesome. I did do a meditation today, by the way. So another sign, anyway, so move from your head to your heart and ask yourself, what do you want to be writing about, right? And just go with that. You're going to notice that many of my posts are edited. I do that. I kind of put it out there and then I go back and edit. And that's my way of doing it, The number 3 sign that you're probably not being authentic and probably not connecting as much as you want with your audience or with your ideal audience is that you're using someone else's templates. Okay, templates of posting. Here's the thing. What I mean by templates of posting is, I do know that we have to be visible, but if you're really not feeling like it and you go ahead and post out there anyway, everything is energy in life. And if you don't have good energy to back what you're saying up with, people are going to know, because people, like animals, have instincts. So, I mean, people can sense the energy of a photo, the energy of a post, the energy of a paragraph, the energy of an email, the energy of a subject title. So this is another reason why it's so important to drop into your heart, because I'm very intentional with what I post, right? Because I know that people can sense my energy. People can sense your energy through the post. Do you agree? Raise your hand. I'm going to check and see if you guys are following. Yeah. So absolutely, powerful ones. So if you're following someone else's schedule, right? Like maybe somebody told you to post 17 times in 5 different groups. I get that. but you have to make sure that that formula is authentic to you, okay? Because maybe you need 2 posts that are really powerful and that are not overthought, that are just what your heart is really telling you. So, I mean, everything's energy. Everything is absolute energy, so people can sense that. So I want to move into the 5 ways to create more engagement, more income, more clients, more visibility authentically, right? And I've already shared a couple of things, but I definitely, I've already shared that the story part is really important, but I'm going to reinforce that. There's a very big difference when you're speaking in video, when you're writing a post, very big difference between a tell me post and a show me post. Agreed? Tell me, oh, this is how you're supposed to have energy. This is how you're supposed to get clients. This is how you're supposed to have discovery calls. Okay, show me post. Look, let's get real. We all want to stay in bed longer than that sometimes, okay? We all struggle with inconsistency. I get it. But here's some things that have helped me in the past that I know will help you. It will help your clients. It will help the world get up early in the mornings and have more energy. Instead of saying, here's 10 more ways that you can make more money, and just saying, look, here's some things I've learned. Okay, show them how is it that you got to that conclusion. It's going to be so much easier for you to write the post because you're not trying to be perfect. Okay, so move from tell me posts and tell me stories into show me posts and show me stories. Okay, they're just so much more relatable. People will be able to connect to you through those posts. It's just gonna move up your engagement tremendously, right? You've not always been where you are right now, so people will connect more to you if you show them where you come from. I understand that you don't do that in every post, but just try. Like, people won't get tired of your story. Besides, how fast the internet and social media moves, I may share a story with you today and tomorrow, and the people that heard it today may not hear it tomorrow. The people that missed it today may need to read it tomorrow. So absolutely do that. If you find yourself over-perfecting, or caring too much, here's one way to remind yourself to snap out of it, okay? You're not gonna die. You're not gonna die if you post this. You're not gonna die if you say this. You're not going to die. Remember that one of the main reasons why we hold back, we stifle, we edit, we over-perfect and overanalyze and we go into paralysis is because of fear of being cast out, fear of not being part of our tribe, fear of getting it wrong. And all those are primitive instincts that are coded in us. In the same seminar I attended on Friday, it was so auspicious that this guy was talking about this, how our brains have not changed in 200,000 years. And atomically speaking, they are almost the same. We're more intelligent, yes, of course, prefrontal cortex, of course. But we have the same instincts. So if you're suddenly feeling this fear of what will they think of me, or, oh, this is not good enough or whatever, just ask yourself, okay, use certainty, use unstifling, because those things turn off those instincts, but also remind yourself, hey, Adriana, you're safe. Hey, Maru, you're safe. You're not going to die. It's not the end of the world. People are going to scroll right past it anyway. You know what I mean? So I am going to encourage you that you absolutely 100% remind yourself that I'm not going to die. Another thing is that I'm going to tell you that don't be afraid to cross-post on Facebook or on social media. I would just say be consistent, right? The reason why it's okay to cross-post, I mean, obviously, it's a personal preference, right? I mean, if I see 6, 7 same posts, I mean, that gets a little, it can be a little too much, but it doesn't really bother me because I admire them, that they're doing more of it than I am doing, to be frank. Also, my friends, there's a very important reason why people do that, and people don't even know that they're doing it, but I'm going to reveal it to you. At a subconscious level, the more imprints, the more people see your name, the more you're ingraining yourself in the back of people's heads. So it could actually be working in your favor if you do that, right? So I always like to reframe things. I don't like to go with what everybody else tells me to do. So feel free to cross post. I just wouldn't overdo it, right? But you do need 7 to 10 impressions at the very minimum in a 24-hour period, a 48-hour period for people to even recognize you or even start noticing you. So yes, have 2 powerful posts a day where you're truly authentic. That will probably cover it. And don't be afraid to post it. But know that people need to see you multiple times in order to recognize you. You know what I mean? So this is one way where you can be authentic in the way you post, whatever feels right to you, right? Don't be afraid, because people need to see your name. I would just say, have powerful things that you want to say that are really near and dear to your heart. So I just shared with you that I literally put a lot of heart into my posts and what I say, and I really mean it. So here's another thing that will definitely help you. It's a silly one, but it's a very important one. I literally take a deep breath before I post something, before I send something. I set an intention that this post reaches thousands of people and that people get a lot out of what I share. So that's a simple one. Just set an intention, like say a mindful prayer, especially when you're posting an offer, when you're posting something that is very vulnerable. Remind yourself, I'm safe, I'm not going to die, and may this post be for the highest and greatest good. And do that every time. I mean, seriously, it will make a huge difference. It will make a huge difference. And you know what? Another thing that is going to allow you to create an income breakthrough, have more followers, is that you cannot be afraid to post your services. And here's what I mean. I actually admire people that post a lot, like that post their services there. They have a different offer like every week or every other week. That's amazing to me, because I personally don't do that. You know, I've had reservations about that before. So I would say, if you are afraid of what people will think of you because you're offering your services, that is a surefire way to know that you're holding back. So I would say, of the main things that I share in this section of the webinar is, say a prayer before you post, especially if it's something that's near dear to your heart. By all means, set an intention that it reaches as many people as possible. Why? Because everything is connected. We're interconnected. The posts are your window into the world. You absolutely need to set an intention behind them, and it's going to happen. More people are going to engage with you. Also, move from tell me posts like, do this, hire me, or I did it. No, share with the other, show me posts. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, share more of you. And always remind yourself, like, okay, what's the fear? What's the fear? I'm not gonna, remind yourself that you're safe and you're not gonna die. So that's a little bit of what I wanted to share with you as far as the content for the webinar, right? For the content of this, kind of like the conclusions, right, of why being authentic is important, and some things you can do to be more effective, to drive your engagement and be more authentic. I think I had a woman reach out to me yesterday that said, oh my gosh, like, in the sea of, I'm new to Facebook groups, and in the sea of people I've seen, you're the one that seems the most authentic. And I was like, well, thanks. It's much easier that way. Yeah, because we are original. So I know this is moving kind of fast, or I hope it is. I'm going to move into talking about the winners. And before I do that, I actually need to pull up a little spreadsheet here. So give me one quick second, because I forgot to bring it up. I've only had like a million things going on this morning. I want to show you the video that I did with my son last night, where he literally chose the winner. So it's really, really exciting. Sorry, I'm still looking for a link here. Found it. So I want to show you that, so that you get excited about who's winning this prize. And I'm not surprised as to the outcome, to be completely honest. It shocked me a little bit, but at the same time, it was like, wow, this stuff is powerful. It really, really, really works. And I'm going to proceed and go ahead and show you, since I'm kind of done with sharing content, I want to show you the video that my son did. I hope you can hear it. I'm going to get the headphones. I'll show you the video where my son was drawing the winner. Hi everyone, this is the selection of who's going to be the winner That is Matthias. And I asked him to pick one number. I just need one number, Matthias. Matthias, just one number. One. I think I got it. That's it. Give it to mommy. Thank you. What number is that? What number is it? Give it to mommy. No, don't put water in. He wanted to put water in that number. It's the perfect number. Not surprised. It's number 23, my favorite number. Not surprised. It was actually number 23, my absolute favorite number in the world. If any of you that have been following me for some time, you know that 823 or 8 or 23 are my favorite numbers. So number 23 won, and that's why I was pulling out the spreadsheet. I already know who won, and I'm going to leave y'all in suspense for a few more minutes. Because I also am going to draw two more numbers, and in full disclosure, I have never done anything like this before, so I don't know how it's going, if it's going right. Hey, I don't care. I'm just doing it my way, right? And also advocating that, so number 23 is the grand prize winner. I'm going to have to draw two more numbers because as a second prize winner, there's grand prize 2 and grand prize 3. Grand prize 2 is a 2.5-hour story strategy session with me, or business intensive, where basically I'm going to help you get your life story, get your background, your experiences packaged in a way that you can share them more easily on social media and with your clients and across the board. This is a session that I charged $750 for. For Thanksgiving, I was doing a special that it was $197, and I cut them down to 90 minutes. But when you do this 2.5-hour business intensive, whoever it is that wins it, you get a report and you get almost 3 hours with me. And I'm really excited because that in itself is a huge value, and it liberates people to speak more about themselves more confidently, right? So let me go ahead and draw a couple more numbers. I'm so excited. We have so many people on the line. Okay, so may the best one win. And actually, I just had one drop out. So I'm going to go with that one. Not drop out, drop off. And that is number 26. Yay! Okay, and the third prize is a Leonie Dawson paraphernalia. I got some extra journals, and I am going to, that person is going to be number 48, and I am going to announce those names here shortly. But before we do that, I have a huge surprise for you, and I have to talk to you about the massive divine intervention I had on Wednesday. And I want to show you that I'm not full of it, and that I am telling something, because when I first created this challenge, my main intention was to grow my tribe and to find a tribe. Okay, I knew that authenticity was something that I'm known for, but I've never quite gone with it. The happy entrepreneur has been more of it because I'm a pretty happy person and positive. So I was just going with that. But I knew that as things were shifting, that as I've discovered more authenticity is inside of me and I'm sharing more of it, I knew that I had to explore this and help others explore it as well. Okay, so at the beginning of the year, I did this brain dump. And I mean, it's literally, this is my journal. Right? This is the first page, you know. It says, I am enough. I declare 2016 my happiest year ever, right? I talk about my beliefs for the year. And then on the second page, I would say this is about January 2nd. I wrote this, from surviving to thriving, right? And it was a download I received at the beginning of the year. Of how I would this year do something about how I went from surviving in my business to thriving, okay? And before I announce the winners, I have to tell you about this because it's how I propose that we stay connected forever and ever and ever and ever. On Wednesday morning, I had a coffee date with Amber Annette, who is a friend. She's been a spiritual advisor for me, and we had a coffee date, a Skype date. And what she channeled for me was the exact words that I wrote on my journal on January 2nd, from surviving to thriving. I'm nervous saying this because it's very personal. And when she said that to me, my light bulb went off. I didn't have any plans beyond the challenge and doing this webinar. I didn't really have a huge proposal or anything to sell. But when she validated for me that surviving to thriving was something I was meant to do this year, I asked myself, why not now? There was a video, I think it was Sharon's video. When I watched it on Thursday afternoon, it revealed to me that I was onto something extremely special. Put my headphones on again. Revealed to me that I was onto something extremely special, because the rawness, people that you can tell, have been hiding for years and for months, they couldn't find their place on the internet. They finally found a home. I knew that I couldn't let this go so easily. So at that moment, in that meeting of the minds on Wednesday, after Amber Annette told me that I was meant to do something from surviving to thriving, and it validated my idea from the beginning of the year, I decided to put my head in motion. And on Thursday, I decided I was going to create something very special for this tribe, for anyone that wants to take raw in their business and online to a whole new level. And that's exactly why I created in freaking record time the pillars, the steps, the behaviors, the ways that I've achieved this raw success, or this raw six-figure success. And it's not very many things that I learned online, which is a shocking thing, right? You would think that after $52,000 of debt investing in coaches and courses that I would have learned a ton. But the truth of the matter is that a lot of the things that have made me so resilient and that have allowed me to thrive are some of the, this is just one component of what we talked about this week. So I created something called the Raw Business Success Masterclass. It's a 6 weeks, you and I, and it's $97. It is something extremely symbolic for us to just continue to be in each other's presence, continue to lift each other up, continue to apply, but not just for a day. Really take some of these prompts. They're going to be even more powerful. They're going to be geared towards unleashing more creative power, more soul strength, so that you drop the excuses, drop the fears. You don't find yourself alone in the journey. You continue the momentum and the energy that you've encountered, that you found in the happy entrepreneur through this challenge. I'm telling it to you exactly how it is. This was created on Friday. It was outlined, brainstormed on Friday. It was put together Saturday and Sunday. And I'm going to hit send today after, with the replay. So for those of you that intend to maintain the momentum that you created in Raw is the New Black, this 6-week masterclass with me and your Raw sisters is for you. Okay. And it's going to be as easy as the prompts that we have been doing all week. I'm not a big believer in studying anything. I'm not a very good student. I'm a leader. So my style of teaching is very practical. And that's exactly how it's going to be. We're going to go from at the beginning, facing our fears, burning them, getting the wind in your favor so you can enter the vortex, to how to completely drop stories, how to become authentically resourceful, authentically thrive in your business. I don't even remember all the things we're going to talk about. I'm really proud of myself and the 2-3 women that have helped me organize my brain in record time so that we can all continue this momentum, really turn it into something. I can guarantee you the amount of effort and what you're going to get out of it is worth a lot more than $97. I can tell you that. And of course, we're going to get a private Facebook community and private Facebook community, and you're going to get 4 calls, Q&A calls with me, and you're going to get all this information. And I will make sure that I continue to push you forward into your true, most authentic self, because that's ultimately the success of life. What good is it for you to have success in your business if you're faking it or if you're not happy, right? So a lot more of this to come in the replay. I really hope you can join us in this 6-week business success masterclass. And so something magical happened too. Paige Mosley, who has been like my marketing person. She literally helped me put together this campaign and launch it and make it successful. She has a course of her own called Savvy Sales Funnel, and it's $97 as well, but anyone that buys my course will get that for free. So with my foundational business success on authenticity, plus her sales funnel class, who she is sassy, she's amazing, I can guarantee you by the end of the 6 weeks, you're going to be in a completely different space in your business, online and offline. So I got that off my chest. I'm really excited. I have no attachment to it. I just know that it's going to transform your life, and it's just going to keep this amazing energy going. And I'm open to receive all of you who joined the challenge or who didn't. At the end of our class together, I'm going to do Raw is the new Black 2.0. So I'm really excited about that too. So on to announcing those winners. By the way, is there anyone that is excited about this masterclass? I've never quite offered anything like that. I never quite offered anything like that on online. So yay! Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So people are excited. Yeah. I mean, honestly, this is so much more about to me, this is so much more than the money. It's really just a symbolic like fee for us to keep going. You know what I mean? And I know that God put that in my heart on January 2nd and then validated it through Amber. I mean, she's amazing, by the way. Blew my mind. I was like, are you spying on me? I know that it's for a reason. And I also know that when I probably run this again, it's not going to be $97. As a matter of fact, it's $97 only for 2 days, for 48 hours. And then after that, I'm doubling the price because you're getting too much goodness and too much of me for that price. So thank you so much for those of you that stuck around. And I am going to proceed to announce the amazing winner. And by the way, the person that wins the grand spot wins the spot in my mastermind, which is my baby. It's so near and dear to my heart. And it is a 6-month mastermind. You get 6 months coaching with me. You get coached by Lisa Nichols, the woman from Abundance Now, The Secret, Marissa Peer, who's the woman from the I Am Enough Talk, and Fabrizio Mancini, Ajit Nawaka, president of Ever Coach and Mind Valley, and so many more people that I'm still lining up. Most importantly, you get a tribe of sisters that are going to push each other, towards amazing levels of success for 6 months. So I'm really excited to be launching all those different initiatives. And I accept your support and prayers. So with that in mind, I want to reveal the winner of the grand prize. Oh my gosh, I'm going to cry. I first want to say that the proceeds of the class, the 6-week business master class, 10% of them go to Felipa. I knew I wasn't going to get through this without crying, but one of her entrepreneur sisters, her son drowned at the beginning of the year, and he survived. And I've donated money, but because this is so inspired, and I want you to share it with everyone. I want you to share the class with everyone because 10% of the proceeds of the business masterclass is going to Felipa's son. So it's not just for me; it's for everyone. I know it's going to help everybody. So I'm very excited to announce the winner. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I just, I hope you get to the point where you're blessing others with your success. And that's, that's part of what the success is so authentic for me. Yeah. So I just want to say that the person that won this spot has been talking to everybody about winning a spot in WOW. And when I saw the name and the number, I was like, heck, I'm not surprised. And that person is Kayla MacArthur. Kayla, I'm so honored to welcome you to WOW. I know that you're probably crying and laughing and smiling and everything because I know that you wanted this so badly. So many of you wanted this spot so badly. And I hope that, I know Ashley, Carrie, everyone's saying, excuse me, I'm snorting now. I'm super excited, Kayla. I know you wanted this more than a lot of people, and there's a few of you that I knew were after it, but that's okay. I still have 3 more spots in WOW, and I have a super special payment plan for it. And again, it's 6 months one-on-one coaching with me. And that's, so if anyone is interested in the Watch Out World Mastermind, it's amazing, and you get amazing things. So Kayla, congratulations. If anyone else is interested in that kind of support, by all means, tell me. I still have 3 more spots, and we start on Tuesday, next Tuesday. So please contact me for that as well. Hold on. Let me, seriously, this is the time where I need a Kleenex, and I don't have one. Okay, I'm just using this. I apologize. This is just keeping it real. Okay, and the second person that wins the business intensive with me is, let's see, number 26, and that is Ashley Nicole. Oh my gosh, you're joking. That is insane. Okay, whatever Ashley, Nicole, and Kayla are doing, it's working, y'all. Ashley, Nicole, and Kayla are best friends. And that is insane. That same city. I can't help it. That just happened. Whoa, ladies, teach us whatever you're doing, because Kayla won the Spend the Mastermind, and Ashley took the spot in the 2.5-hour business mastermind. That is crazy. Ladies, teach us what the hell synergy vortex are you guys in, because you're both calling in some major abundance into your lives. Wow. And let me just announce that, yay. Okay, so the person winning the Leonie Dawson Paraphernalia is Ingrid Rodriguez. Yay, Ingrid. I don't know if you're online or not, but thank you so much for finishing the challenge, and thank you so much for participating. I met Ingrid at Awesomeness Fest, and she was my roommate there. So I'm really, really excited to have her join this. So everyone, listen, in the interest of time, I don't want to keep like sobbing or I just want you to know that this has been so, so, so exciting. Every single one of you. And I'm going to really congratulate from the bottom of my heart. Seriously, Cherise, Karen, Hisela, Adriana, Sarah Cornbell, Najeda, Charity, B, Carrie, Sarah, Sherry, Marissa, Tasha, Alicia, Shane, Lisa Marie, Charmaine, Nicola, Patricia Ribeiro, Ilya, Bonnie, Alisa, Kathy, Kayla, Jamie, Jennifer Roner, Ashley, Karen Baines, Sharon Tober, Rochelle, Rocky, Michelle Vigna, Tracy Ryan, Ifrag, Ann Wright, Biliana, Shayna, Yasmin, Tiffany, Nicole, Sarita, Jillian, Neelam, Alexis, Zoe, Foster, Joanna, Jessica, and Davea, Antonina, Amanda, Ingrid, Petya, and Angelina. You guys are amazing. All of you completed the challenge every single day, and I could not be more excited for you. So moving forward, I hope you all learned a lot from this opportunity, from this challenge, and I really hope to continue with all of you in this journey. I really do. I mean, why stop now? Why stop now? Like, let's just continue to stay together. Let's keep the tribe together, and let's grow it. Okay, let's grow it. Even if you didn't participate in the challenge, it's okay. You're going to get some of these principles in our 6-week business success masterclass. It's called the Raw Class. Why raw? Because it's real, authentic, and whole. Okay, it's not a cookie cutter class. I'm not going to tell you how to do things. I'm just going to tell you the things that you need to do, or that it would be great if you did, to get the wind in your favor, to get things flowing in your direction, because without these things, I'm sorry, you're not going to get to the level of success that you want, okay? Without having charisma, without having magnetism, without being more naked, without being more raw, you're just not going to, unfortunately. So these are some of the things we're going to cover and more. I'm getting the replay ready after we're done so that I can send you not just the replay, but also the link where you can read more about it. Remember, it's $97 until Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. I've never done anything like this. This is so much more than money for me. This is truly about keeping the tribe together and developing these concepts and taking you to a whole new level using principles that are not that common on the internet, okay? But will help your success on the internet. I want to thank every single one of you. You have blessed my life way beyond belief. And by joining this class, I'm also going to bless Philippa, her family, and I'm going to help. We're all going to help them. So you also get the Savvy Sales Funnel with Paige, which is phenomenal. And I want to thank her. I want to thank Jessica. I want to thank Cassandra, Nicole, and Cherise, because all of you have been so instrumental for me this week. And every single one of you, you're all rock stars. You're all safe with me, okay? I know that I am the person, okay, that I can scientifically, unequivocally, and irrevocably get you out of your shell and into massive levels of success and power. How's that for certainty? How's that for certainty? Let's keep rocking. Let's keep rocking. I'm going to play one of my favorite songs right now, and I want to thank you. I'm going to hang out in the chat box here Thank you, Bonnie. You're saying that I've opened so many doors for you. You've opened tremendous, tremendous doors for yourself and for all of us. Woo! Okay, so I'm going to spend some time reading the comments. Thank you all so much again. Let's keep the party going. I hope to see you all inside the Raw Business Tribe. The Raw Business Tribe, the Real Authentic and Whole Business Tribe. I love you all so much. You have no idea. Thank you. Bye.